45-degree angle. Okay, here's 90. I'm not coming straight in and stabbing my client here. Okay, at a 45-degree angle, I'm doing a lift. So rotating, and I like to rotate about 3 times. Okay, and you can hear those teeth scratching against there. So when you guys send me that video, I want to be able to hear those teeth scratching against your mannequin. Now we're lifting some of that stratum corneum layer. Make sure as you're working on a curve, you may have to do it more than once here so that you can cover the entire scalp. We're lifting that stratum corneum layer, those dead skin cells, releasing them from the scalp so that we have a nice clean scalp, so that when we come in with our treatment, after we've done a shampoo, that scalp skin is ready to absorb whatever we bring in there. 45-degree angle, lifting. Drop that last section all the way through. We want to make sure that we cover the entire scalp area. Comb all of that nice and neatly together. Give it a nice big twist. Pull it in nice and tight so you have those nice clean lines. And you're going to go ahead and section that. Okay, now I hope you're working right along with me. I'm going to start in my next section here. And again, I'm working in 1/2-inch subpartings. Okay, I'm working on some head curvature here so you can see my wrist and my body moving from side to side. This part of the service feels so good. Feels like somebody's scratching your head. Want to make sure that we keep those teeth at that 45-degree angle. It's at a 90-degree angle. It can be a little bit sharp. We don't want that scratching to hurt. Any of the services that we offer in the salon should never hurt. That's not our intent. Okay, I'm going to comb all of that together, and I'm going to bring that together nice and tight. And I'm going to continue on. Okay, next section, keeping those subpartings nice and clean, working in 1/2-inch subpartings. Come down here so you can see them. 45-degree angle. Nice and clean. Going to be looking again for those nice clean subpartings, as well as seeing those teeth coming in at that 45-degree angle. Nice and slow and methodical. I'm going to keep a nice rhythm to this. Again, covering the entire scalp area. Okay, comb all of that hair together here. Okay, next section. Starting at the bottom again, 1/2-inch subparting, last one as we're moving through, adjusting my comb there a little bit. 45-degree angle, rotating 3 times. 1/2 inch. Don't rush through this. Should be nice and comfortable. Nice clean subpartings. We want to create a rhythm so that no matter who they see in the salon, that we all take about the same amount of time to complete this service. The service itself would include potentially some time under the dryer if we're adding a hair treatment to that. If we were doing the scalp treatment along with, just the scalp treatment along with finishing that styling, maybe about 45 minutes, maybe an hour if you're adding in a hair treatment along with it. Okay, so working again in these 1/2 inch subpartings. See, my teeth are at that 45-degree angle. Last section, and we made it. Okay, now I'm going to direct all of that hair back into that quadrant and clip that out of the way. And I'm going to turn my mannequin here all the way around. Okay, and we're going to go back in for scientific brushing. Now again, I like to keep my tail comb in my hand, and I like to take the handle of my cushion brush and overlap it with the teeth there. Okay, so same thing we did before, but now it's the handle over those teeth, and it becomes one larger tool so I can use my fist. Okay, now we're going to go into scientific brushing. Why do we do scientific brushing? What's it meant for? Okay, now we just loosened up all of the dead skin, all of that strand of corneum layer. Again, we're going to work in our 1/2 inch subpartings. Now with this one, you notice that when I was doing the scalp analysis as well as the dandruff lift, I started at the bottom just for nice control here. This one I prefer to start at the top so that I don't interfere with the rest of that hair. So I direct this hair away, and I take my cushion brush and I rotate those bristles off the scalp. And again, I do that 1, 2, 3 times. Rotate. And now what I'm doing is I've already loosened up that stratum corneum. Now I'm bringing those natural oils of the hair of the scalp out onto the hair. And I'm going to do that in those 1/2 inch subpartings all the way through. And again, guys, we want to keep this really nice and methodical as we work through so that our client can relax during this time. This should be an enjoyable experience for our client, along with treating maybe some scalp issues or concerns that they have. So I'm just going to bring all of that there. Rotating 3 times off the scalp, really bringing those natural oils out onto that hair to keep that hair nice and healthy. Okay, now our next step that would follow after scientific brushing would be to shampoo our client. So you could leave that hair out. I like to at least keep it in its home over here so that it doesn't interfere as I continue on. Next section.